Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Zexon Amid YouTube Sports TV, where we give analysis on the trending sports news that are making headlines. This time, I will be talking about the Premier League games are back. That is previously in the midweek. We had UEFA Champions League matches. We had Europa Conference matches. And we had also uh, Europa Europa League matches. However, I will be talking about the game of Arsenal against Brighton that will be held, that is at Emirates Stadium. That will be tomorrow in one of the weekend classics. Remember, earlier on, these teams are fresh from qualifying to European competitions. That is, Brighton managed to qualify to the next round after topping their group when they beat Marseille. That was 1-0 at the American Express Stadium. That is in the midweek. On the other side, the counterparts or the rivals, that is Arsenal Football Club, had managed to draw, that is in Netherlands against PSV, and they qualified to the round of 16 UEFA Champions League draws that will be held on Monday. But this time, they will be coming back in a battle. Remember, Arsenal are in second position, whereas Brighton are in 8th position. The difference between the two is 6 positions, and even there is a 10-point margin between the two. Remember, Arsenal are in second position, 1 point shy of Liverpool, who are topping the table on 37 points, and Brighton are in 8th position with 26 points. That means any win, either tomorrow, any win for Brighton can push them to the next position, where they can have hopes of qualifying for either Europa Conference League or again to participate in the competition they are in, that is the Europa League. So it will be an intense game, that is tomorrow, between two teams who play most of the entertaining football, that is in the English Premier League. It is the battle of coaches, that is Roberto De Zerbi will be talking on Mikel Arteta, who has served his one match suspension ban that was against Aston Villa when he was not on the touchline. So this time is fresh. Will be on the touchline to battle it out with Roberto De Zerbi's Brighton side, who are good at passing the ball. However, Arsenal are also one of the masters of passing the ball with the Mikel Arteta tic-tac style of play. But earlier on some of the previous editions, I remember coming into this game last season, each side managed to secure a win that is away to the other opponent. Arsenal came, that is at American Express Stadium, that is in the previous season, and they managed to win. That was 4-2. And then also Brighton did the same when it came, that is to the Emirates Stadium, and managed to thump, that is Arsenal 3-0. So all sides know the strength and the weaknesses of each side. However, we as Premier League fans, all nice football entertainers who like nice football, we hope it is going to be one of the classics of the weekend. Remember, Arsenal are pursuing to get back to the top of the league, playing for any result. A bad result for Liverpool against Manchester United, when they win, that they can climb back to the top of the table. However, before you play for the opponent, you also have to play for yourself. Players, the likes of Gabriel Jesus will be available, Bukayo Saka, Kai Havertz, who have had a nice form this season. The likes of Declan Rice and even the entire Arsenal squad is around, despite some few players like the likes of, that is Julian Timber, who is still on injury. However, on the other side of Brighton, a big man, that is Mitoma, is around. The likes of Welbeck, remember, was the previous player at Arsenal, so could be given time to showcase what Arsenal could be missing out, or on such a striker that they would like maybe to replicate the presence of Gabriel Jesus and the entire striking partnership that is at Arsenal. Or in form striker for Brighton, that is João Pedro, around the likes of Ivorian superstar, that is Adingra. They are also around. So all the Brighton side is well shaped to take over this encounter that we hope it will be one of the most entertaining games of the weekend. But me, as the sports encyclopedia, I hope these teams are all on fresh on form. I remember in the previous few games, that is for Brighton, it has only managed to win. In the previous 5 games, it has only managed to lose 1 game. That was away, that is to Chelsea, 3-2. But the rest of the matches, they have had nice draws. They haven't lost many games. I remember previously draw against Nottingham, even other teams that they have been playing with, they have had a better season, that is in the Europa Cup. The same applies to Arsenal, who were beaten, that is previously, by Aston Villa under the stewardship of former coach, that is Unai Emery, who wanted to prove his former employees that they missed out on something. So that's what he showcased, to make sure that after almost 30 years without Aston Villa making such an implementation that is in the top 4, now they are back under the stewardship, that is of Unai Emery. But Arsenal hope to revise on the poor result they had against Aston Villa, that is at Villa Park. Maybe they can get back to winning ways at Emirates Stadium. The game will be held tomorrow, but me, as the sports encyclopedia, I think this game is going to be an entertainer, as I stated before, to both sides and all football fans. So we expect many goals in this game. That means we have 2 goals and above. For the winner, any team can win. Remember, all teams are in better shape and they play the same kind of football. So it will be an entertainer on both sides. But watch out for what a game it will be tomorrow as Arsenal battle Brighton. That is at the Emirates Stadium. Sports Encyclopedia is Exxon Hamidu. I will be back here on Monday still to give you some feedback on what are some of the upsets and the highlights of the game that happened in that game, as 2 teams of good football hope to showcase each other who the king is. I'm with Zexon Amido, the Sports Encyclopedia.